Well, good Saturday morning, everyone, and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland. Let me click a couple of buttons there, and then we'll say good morning. It is a beautiful one here in the mid-Michigan area today. Sunshine and warmer than it has been, but because it's Michigan, we're expecting a little snow rain mix later in the week. Yes, it's April, so I know we joke about it all the time, but it is what it is. So enjoy this while you got it. But today looks like it's going to be a great day outside, getting some stuff done, and then stopping by the Wasteland to dig through some great new and vintage vinyl. A lot going on today, so we're going to say a couple of quick hellos and then dive right into it so I don't run over time. But a couple of quick ones this morning. We look like we're saying, hey, to Chuck, good morning. It is a beautiful day to get some yard work, yes, before it snows. And is saying happy Saturday, and happy Saturday to you too as well, Ann. And Pat, yep, back from the backyard or front from the backyard, either way. It is a great day. I should be doing yard work myself, but I'm going to have to do that on Monday or Tuesday when it's snowing. But I'll have to be here on Monday or Tuesday anyway because of Record Store Day 2023. And we're getting some shipments. The rest of our stuff is supposedly showing up early next week. Gary, good morning to you. Thank you for being here, as well as Rick on the west side. Hopefully you are well today. So, yep, the Record Store Day stuff, we had a big influx of the Record Store Day releases the other day that popped in, and we got a few, and then we got a few more, and now all of a sudden I've got the bulk of it, about the second half almost. There's a few stragglers still yet to go, but the second half of the stuff will be showing up early next week. Again, nothing like cutting it close here, but it's we're par for the course. We'll get it in, we'll get it checked in, we'll get it ready to go. Still think we're doing pretty good with the fills on the orders that we'd asked for. There are a few things. In fact, I got a note from the Record Store Day organization the other day, kind of commenting on a few of the things that looked like they were going to be much, much more difficult to get. I don't remember too many of them offhand, other than the big one that they underestimated or didn't press enough of, or just the demand was too great, was the Macho Man Randy Savage release. So we did put in for a few of those. We'll see how many we end up getting in the store. I don't have any yet. So that looks, oddly enough, like it's going to be one of the hotter releases. The Taylor Swift stuff, if you didn't catch it, I put up a short video on YouTube and Facebook earlier in the week showing a whole crate full of the Taylor Swift releases. And that's not even all of them that we have. I think when it's all said and done, we should have about 35 of the Taylor Swift releases for Record Store Day. So Swifties, don't fail me on this one. You guys need to stop in if you want them. The reason that we got so many of them is because we were kind of told by the suppliers and reminded that the Taylor Swift people are not, Taylor Swift, if you want to call her as an entity, is not releasing this anywhere else, which is kind of abnormal for Taylor Swift to do. Usually you're going to get 65 different variations. But in this case, it's the Long Pond Sessions, that has to do with the folklore sessions recorded live. And it looks like indie record stores are going to be the only place that you can get that, as it is a Record Store Day exclusive, and it is only being offered through indie stores. It's not even on our website. So we fielded a few calls and Facebook messages from people who aren't quite familiar with Record Store Day, asking if they could reserve one. And I said, no, that's not how it works. So we'll see what happens. Now, to get the full rundown of everything that we're going to have for Record Store Day 2023, 1 week from today, you need to make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel, watch our Twitter feed, or watch our Facebook page, because on Friday night, so a week from last night at 6 p.m., we will run down in a live broadcast just like this one, all of the stuff that we've got for the following day for Record Store Day Saturday. That'll include the quantities. So I'll go through and say we've got X amount of this. I'll say we've got 35 Taylor Swift, and then hope the Swifties pull through for us. So if you're curious about whether or not you want to get in line, that'll help you make your decision. So we'll say we've got one copy of this, and we'll cover all of that. It's usually about, I try to keep it under an hour, but we've got so much stuff this time, I'm going to be blowing through it. So that is Friday night, 6 p.m., right here on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook page, and on our Twitter feed, live video. We probably will not do much interacting with you guys. in that live broadcast because Kim likes to keep me on track. And the instant I start conversing, we'll go through there. But she'll keep an eye out for bigger questions, and we'll see what we can do as far as getting those answered. So again, live broadcast Friday night, 6 p.m. Be here or be square. So now with the rest of the day, we will treat this like we have previous Record Store Day events, where the doors will open at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning. It's a little bit earlier than our normal Saturday. I'm going to try to do the live broadcast at the same time next week, this live broadcast, but it's really going to depend on how busy the store is and whether or not I can get to it. So we'll play that one by ear. But the doors will open up at 8 a.m. Now, for those of you who are planning to get in line, I looked at the long-range weather forecast, and it's not looking good. So Friday night into Saturday, they're talking about rain-snow mix. So that could change. The weather here in Michigan changes at the drop of a hat, but we'll watch that. But for those of you who decide that you want to brave the elements because it's a blast hanging out with your friends and you want to get in the line on Friday night or early Saturday morning, I once again will be here at the store at 5 a.m. to pass out numbers. Now, the numbers are going to be the order in which we will serve people coming through. That's going to cut down on any line jumpers or anything like that. So you can get in line whenever you feel it necessary. I will be here at 5 a.m. on Saturday morning and pass out numbers to whoever is in line. And then at 8 a.m., we will begin serving those numbers with one, and so on and so forth until we get through them all. That's going to be the most fair way possible that we have done, and it seems to work very well. Now, with regards to the Taylor Swift stuff, I have been asked this already. There will not be a Taylor Swift drawing this year. That was because last year's stuff was so limited that it almost necessitated that, and I kind of regret doing that. But this time around, we're going to have so much Taylor Swift stuff that any Taylor Swift fan that wants that and that only is going to have to get in line, because we're treating that like any other Record Store Day release. So just as an FYI. So 8 a.m. hits, the doors will open. We'll start bringing people through. We'll get you through as quickly as we can. And we'll see where it goes with the stuff that we've got for Record Store Day. Now, as the day progresses, the fun will not stop. If you're here that early to get your Record Store Day stuff, you may want to make sure you're marking off your calendar for a little bit later on in the day, because at 11 a.m., Andy and our good friends over at Party Fam will be in the house. Did I say that right? In the house to do some DJing between 11 and 2 on Saturday. And during that DJ spin that Andy and Party Fam are doing, we have got a whole slew of very cool giveaways happening. And it's going to be one of those you have to be in store, but we'll be drawing throughout the time that Andy is spinning. So I've got some really great local partners popping up from the local businesses around that we love doing business with. And we're working on a few more, so we'll see where that goes. But as of now, I'm going to try to get through this without dropping an F-bomb. So you guys hold me to that. But right now, as it stands, sometime between 11 and 2 on Saturday during the Party Fam spins here, we have got some very cool stuff from some local businesses to give away, including the good folks over at Irish's Barbershop, which have given us a t-shirt. Yeah, Irish's is where I get my haircut. I don't think they want to acknowledge that too much, but that's where I go. Not only we got a couple of t-shirts from Irish's, but we've also got a gift certificate for one free haircut from Irish's. And if you're not familiar with them, check them out. It is a very, very cool old school barbershop here in Midland. And you know, we like old school stuff because we are vinyl after all. So free haircut from Irish's if you want to check that out. And our good friends over at Proper Taco have chipped in for some very cool stuff as well. Starting off with a t-shirt. Let me show this one off here right now. It's Raise Hell and Eat Tacos from Proper Taco. And I said I was going to try to get through this without dropping an F-bomb, but that's not going to happen because Proper Taco also is giving us, it's an F-bomb bottle opener. That's what it looks like. It's that color one. So we've got one of these to give away. So if you want to drop an F-bomb while you're doing that, you can as well. But and then finally, and this is the coolest thing, do you think that you could do with $50 worth of tacos? So Proper Taco has given us a gift card, very, very generous on this. So this is for $50 worth of tacos from Proper Tacos. We will draw a winner for this between 11 and 2 on Saturday. So that is all part of our Record Store Day stuff going on. There will be more giveaways, by the way. Oh, I forgot us. We are going to chip in some stuff as well. I have got some Groove Washer. We're fully restocked with Groove Washer stuff, by the way. But I am going to be giving away a couple of stylus care kits, as well as a couple of the record intro kits, the Groove Washer record intro cleaning. So this is keeping your vinyl nice and clean, keeping it working right. So we're going to give away these. We've got the stuff from Proper Taco. We've got the stuff from Irish's, and we're going to see if we can get a few more to kick in as well. But all of that is happening between 11 and 2 on Saturday, Record Store Day, here at the store. During Party Fam's performance, we will be having all of that fun stuff happening. So please do mark your calendar. Record Store Day 2023. Wow, right around the corner. So much stuff going on. I'm having trouble keeping up on it. So now I'm looking at time, and I really need to get moving here. So let's talk a little bit. Any other Record Store Day questions, by the way, I will handle. Just contact me here at the store or watch for our live broadcast again Friday night, 6 p.m. So onward to the new releases. It was a big one yesterday. Of course, Metallica had to go and throw a little bit of a monkey wrench into my budget for Record Store Day by releasing 72 Seasons, brand new stuff from Metallica. And these are the indie exclusives. These were a little harder to get, but we landed a whole bunch of them. And I still have about 10 copies of this left, the indie exclusive version. That is a while supplies last type of thing, because there will be no more, because they rationed that indie. So I'll be able to get black vinyl versions next week. But as of today and tomorrow, if you want this midnight purple, really cool looking vinyl, by the way, check out the unboxing video that our friend Jimmy did on his YouTube channel, posted on our Facebook page. But very cool. I think I've got about 10 copies of this left. First come, first serve. Come grab them today and tomorrow here at the store. Musically, I'm hearing a lot of great stuff. We did have a copy crack open here to give a listen. It's cool stuff. It's Metallica, so if you dig them, you're going to dig that. Other goodies coming in. We've got this one brand new from the Fruit Bats, and it's called A River Running to Your Heart. Looks like this is a blue swirl edition of that one. Brand new stuff also from Natalie Merchant, a couple of copies of this. This is called Keep Your Courage, a double LP. First new music from Natalie Merchant of 10,000 Maniacs in quite some time. So some very neat stuff there. We got a couple copies, as I mentioned. All right. From what you didn't expect, new stuff. Yes, new stuff from Anne Margaret. This is called Born to be Wild. And this is Anne Margaret with a whole host of other artists helping her out. You got the likes on here of Joe Perry from Aerosmith. Pete Townsend, T.G. Shepherd are on here. Steve Cropper, the Oak Ridge Boys. Paul Schaefer makes an appearance. The Fuzz Tones, great alternative band in the Fuzz Tones. Mickey Gilley, Pat Boone, and Rick Wakeman on the same song. So Anne Margaret, Born to be Wild, new recordings of classic tunes done with lots of other cool artists. A couple of copies of that. Triple LP of the Blues from Joe Bonamassa, Tales of Time. This, as I mentioned, 3 LPs recorded at Red Rocks. So some very cool guitar blues for you Joe Bonamassa fans. New stuff also from Hank Williams Jr., Hank Williams III. From what I've read, this is a mix of heavy metal and country. Double LP on this, very interesting looking as well. So check that out. Not sure about this one. I thought the cover looked cool until Abby pointed out, hey, look at this. This is from a group called Sinister Slaughter, or is it Macabre? I'm trying to think of the name. Who is who on here, but it's metal. Looks like the Beatles, but this is all kind of like a serial killer themed album with songs named after serial killers. So okay, there you go. We've got one of those in stock. A various artists, harder and heavier. This is 60s British invasion tunes done by the like of Twisted Sister, AC/DC, the New York Dolls, Night Ranger, Motorhead, Anthrax, Quiet Riot, and White Lion. So all the very cool early British invasion pop tunes metaled up a little bit. This is called Adam Green, and the album is Garfield. Indie stuff here. We've got one of those in stock on colored vinyl. Half Speed Master of David Bowie's Aladdin Sane. Very nice sounding stuff. Great album as well. A couple of copies of that in stock as of this morning as well. Reissues and restock. I picked up some funk. Here is a Shuggy Otis. Here comes Shuggy Otis. Music on vinyl, limited to 1,500 copies. And it is numbered. I've got number 922, so right smack dab in the middle. I think we've got a couple copies of that. The indie exclusive version of Lana Del Rey's, Did You Know There's a Tunnel Under the Ocean Boulevard, proved difficult to get when it was released, but now I've got 2 copies of the alternate cover if you're interested in a little bit of that cleavage shot in there on Here's, and we also got one in. It was an order, so I grabbed another one from Samara Joy. This is Linger a While. Some very cool jazz vocals on that one. Okay. Wow, very quick rundown, and I am up on time. The well-loved dollar stuff is still out. If you want to come by and check, I'm going to have that out today and tomorrow. Swing by and get it before we put it away for the duration. And from there, very quick hellos, DK on the GB side. Good morning as well. Say what you will about Taylor. She does generate the traffic, indeed. Oh, and here we go. Coyer Candles. Thank you guys very much. They're going to drop off some gift certificates as well. Make sure you check out the folks at Coyer. Some great stuff from them downtown. Thank you very much for that, Lisa and Scott. We'll get those in there. And Gary asking as well, is there a crate of records? Yes, the t-shirt. It is a crate of records on the t-shirt. I think that was a Christmas gift. I'm getting around to wearing a little bit, but yes, it is indeed. Very cool observation. All right, folks, I'm going to get the lava lamps lit, the turntable spinning, the lights turned on, and we're going to get on with our day as we go ever forward toward Record Store Day. Please do not forget, Friday night, 6 p.m., the live broadcast will highlight everything that we are showing off for Record Store Day 2023 or that we'll have in stock. We'll cover a couple of the ground rules again for those that are unfamiliar. I should also mention that the day before, the Friday, there will be a regular vinyl drop on Friday. And holy cow, is it ever going to be a tremendous one. I hate doing this to you, but we're going to drop a phenomenal vinyl drop the day before Record Store Day, if only because I want hopefully some of that stuff to be on the shelves as well. So thank you to whoops, here we go. Saying thank you and bye. Thank you, CZ. All right, folks, that is it. I will attempt to see you guys and talk to you live next Saturday, but it depends on how busy we are at 9:45 a.m. Otherwise, make sure you tune in Friday night, 6 o'clock. We will be here. If I don't talk to you before then, you guys have a great Record Store Day. We hope you get what you land, and we will see you next time from Radio Wasteland. Thanks so much for being here, and have a great Saturday.